Florida prisons, and we're back at it with an institution that almost needs no introduction whatsoever. Brevard CI was definitely a place like no other. It was almost a blessing and a cursing to be transferred to this institution. It was definitely a blessing if gambling, extortion, and violence were all your thing. If it wasn't, then it was probably a curse to you. Now, Brevard was one of the original notorious JIT camps, which means that if you were 24 and under, this was one of the places that you could go. Brevard had such a high reputation for violence that it wasn't even anything out of the ordinary for a helicopter to come medevac somebody twice a week. And trust me when I say, if a helicopter has to land and airlift you out of there, you've definitely sustained some major injuries. I think the saddest story that I ever heard out of Brevard was one of an inmate who had 2 weeks left to go on his sentence and ended up getting stabbed and killed. Now, typically you'll hear a lot about Lancaster when it was a youthful offender camp, and you'll hear that there was a lot of violent stories coming out of there as well. I gotta say, the Lancaster only received that title because they shut Brevard down and shipped all the inmates over to Lancaster. Although I do hear that a lot of the modern day ones are just as bad. Stay the fuck out of prison, y'all. Fucking sucks.